Well, good evening, folks, and welcome back to the farm. Just got the kids to bed. It's been a glorious day. It's only 8 o'clock, actually. Those kids today, it was nice out. And I had them outside, with the exception of like an hour and a half when we butchered a sheep over here. And they went to watch a little movie there. So they weren't traumatized for the rest of their life. But for the rest of the day, they were outside. And they rode bikes, and they drove the side-by-side, and they chased sheep, and they run around after the chickens, and they planted potatoes in the garden. They even played in the camper. We got that thing all de-winterized and ready to go. They come in at 6 o'clock. They ate their supper. They went for a bath, read a story, and straight to bed. No fussing, no whining, no arguing, nothing. Straight to bed. They'll probably both be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. What goes around will come around. Anyways, I got to mix up a couple bottles of milk, and then I got to go check on one of our lambs. So I opened the barn door, everybody rushed in, and then everybody rushed back out. And one of those lambs got bowled right over in the process. Like full-blown, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, got the stunner, and was literally like, honestly looked like it was concussed. Something was going on. So we're gonna check back in on that lamb. It was doing some big stretches, but also was a little bit rubbery. So we're gonna go back and check on that lamb, make sure it's okay, because hopefully, fingers crossed, nothing's broken. It just had the brains knocked out of it for a minute or two. I just got to check in on my tire here on the tractor. Still holding air. It was flat earlier today. It was flat over by the barn. I drove it over here, and I didn't have anything to get it back on the bead, aka spray of ether. So I just took a can of Deep Woods and filled that entire rim, just like for like half a minute. And then lit it up, and poof, and there was probably about 35 psi in that tire. So that's good. I can drive that tractor and the bugs won't bother me. I got the old blue farm truck parked over here out of the way. Transmission shifter cable fell off the other day, so I got a new plastic grommet ordered from Amazon, but it's not going to get here till Wednesday, so I figured I'd just put it way over here out of the way, and then when it's time, I can crawl underneath there. Probably the one spot in the yard that doesn't have poop on it. I can actually crawl underneath there. Don't have to change my shirt afterwards. Well, it was that lamb right there with the black knees. His tail sticks out a little bit now, but he's moving, so that's good. Cool new addition to the farm is this Rainbird waterer. So I rigged that up. Oh man, it's effective. Rigged that up, especially for the potatoes. We just got the potatoes in the ground there yesterday and today, and they're gonna need, 1 to 2 inches of water per week. And honestly, this garden hasn't had 1 to 2 inches of rainfall in the last 3 years. So I'm gonna do the completely irresponsible thing for the environment, and I'm gonna leave that sprinkler go all night long and basically get a good soaking saturation in there. Everything can be sopping wet, because I'm sure that ground and everything around it is just a dry sponge, and it's gonna pull everything away. So we're gonna make sure we basically start with a swimming pool and then we'll let it dehydrate for a bit, and then we'll go again and again and again. Probably looking for about 1 inch a week. I don't think we'll go up as high as 2 inches a week, but most definitely in the first stages, while the tubers are bulking, they're gonna need a pile of water. And we're not starting with much, that's for sure. So originally when I bought these, this was a thing that I got on sale at PV Mart when they were closing down. But as soon as I saw it, I wasn't thinking, ooh, the garden. Ooh, the garden is just a benefit. What I was thinking is, ooh, wildfire protection. Because you can just take a T-post, weld a couple legs on it, throw that up on top of the peak of your roof, turn the garden hose on. It's going to protect your roof from falling embers. It's going to make sure all the green space around you is wet and moist. thought that was a pretty cool little gadget. I think I got him for like $30 or something like that. So if it works for the garden too, well, that's a win. I feel like I better go get eggs. I didn't do that today. Also didn't do that yesterday. Look at that. Little sun dog. Ain't that a beauty? Anyways, yeah, probably got 7 billion eggs sitting in the nesting boxes here, so I might need a bigger basket. Yep, 7 million eggs. And a dead chicken, unfortunately. I don't know what happened there, but it's getting pretty old though.